Most people think that the higher the budget, the fancier the editing should be. But in reality, high budget projects look cleaner and simpler and way more deliberate. I got this $500 order from a client to edit an Instagram reel, which is due in just 48 hours. So in this video, I will walk you through my entire process, from creating the mood board, narrating voiceover to delivering final projects, and I will also try to create some advanced 3D animation. So this is the brief that the client sent, that they are looking for a 30 to 40 seconds cinematic emotion design reel. They need 3 to 5 emotional design scenes, and they want to combine the already existing liquid glass bureau that Apple has with some modern animation, with abstract shape, typographic, and fluid emotion. I want to mix dark and light theme, and I need some design and cinematic placing, especially a high budget project because the delivery date is just 48 hours. And out of that, also I have wasted some, so due in one day, 4 hours. So we know what kind of scene we design, what the liquid glass design is actually like. To do that, I will use Notes. Of course, you can use any mood board software of your choice, but this is already something that I have put together. So it's very simple. I will just go to Pinterest or Behance, and then I will just search liquid glass, and you know, this is the title and vibe that they want. So whatever look good, I can just copy. I can just paste it on Mute here. I also want to create proximity animation like this, so I will include this also. This look pretty decent. I'm going for a vibe where we mix liquid glass, then we mix some proximity animation with some motion design scene and use this abstract shape. Now with that being done, I will go ahead and generate voiceover first. So we will go to the script, and this is the script provided by the client. We will just copy it, then go to 11 Labs. Now 11 Labs, we will just go to text and speech and just copy paste the script. I'm going for a male voiceover, and I have used their voice, brain voice, before, and I think it's also pretty good. And after pasting it, I will just click generate sheet. Yep, this sounds pretty good. I will just click download, and now we can start editing. I have imported the voiceover. Now what I will do is, the client have provided 2 bureau that I can use. I will go through them and then first create a rough edit, so I will know how many motion design scene I will have to create. So I have added all the bureau. So we are looking at 4 to 5 motion design scene as requested by the client. So first, I want to create a match cut sequence where the script says Apple carried that philosophy forward. So what I was thinking is we would do to zoom in with all the iPhones since the first one. So I went to ChatGPT and asked it the list of all the iPhones, and I was so surprised that there have been total 46 iPhones till now. So I was trying to download iPhone PGS for this project. Of course, every single one decided to show up as JPEG. Then I Photoshop manually, removing the background pixel by pixel, questioning every life choices that led me here. Okay, I spent a little much time on the match cut sequence, but this is how it looks. Now all this is done. Now we can start creating the motion design scene. So this is where the mood board that we created came into play. I want to create a proximity animation, which is basically something like this. When our object comes near other object, it reacts and it also changes color and move position. So to create something like this, we will go to After Effects. So first, I will start by designing the scene. So I will just take this rectangle too. So this is the first shape. Now we will just duplicate it multiple times and then just distribute them properly. This looks good. Now I will just duplicate it few more times. So now I have this nice looking create. So now I will go ahead and make everything 3D. I will create a camera, and now I want this object to react to non-object. So I will create a adjustment layer. Proximity animation requires some pretty advanced expression, and I have to redo it 2-3 times. But every single time something keeps breaking. I spent hours trying to figure out why it wasn't working. The logic made sense, the setup was right, but the expression just kept falling. So I did what any professional would do. Called in some expert help. She stared at the timeline for 2 seconds, and somehow it finally worked. Okay, we are few hours into the edit. Now, after few attempts, I finally make the proximity animation work. I was getting some error which took some time to figure out, but now it's done. So I have this effector which basically has this setting, and right now if I move it ahead, all the elements in the scene will react to it. They will basically scale and they will move the position, and they can also change color. So what I will do is I will basically just animate it in to just show you what it look like. like. So what you see is when this object moves ahead, all the particle reacts to it. I will add a sphere with a glowing effect, so it will look like all these shapes are reacting to the sphere. Now finally, I'll start creating the motion design scene using this object. Once I finally figure out the expression, I know I have to speed things up. The clock was ticking and I can't afford to miss the deadline. So I started building the scene fast, adding elements and making abstract shape, just trying to make everything flow. Originally, I planned to create the liquid glass scene completely from scratch, but I was already cutting it close to the deadline. So I grabbed a template from Inverter, threw on a CC Mercury effect over the B-roll, and honestly it turned out way better than I expected. Okay, this is day 2. We are already 24 hours into the edit, so I have 3 to 4 hours left to deliver. I'm mostly done with everything. I just need to add speed runs, add some movement match cuts, and then complete the sound design. So next, I went over to Inverter to grab some sound effects and music. After 40 minutes of work, I finished the sound design, made a few last minute adjustments, and finally the project was ready for delivery. The project was delivered and approved by the client without any revision. It was a $500 order. Fiverr took their 20%, so then I end up with $400 for 2 days of work. We are trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. That being said, here is the final video.
Steve Jobs once reminded the world, design is not just what it looks like. Design is how it works. Apple carried that philosophy forward. In their latest chapter, that idea comes alive through liquid glass, a material that bends light, adapts to content, and makes digital design feel almost physical. What we see today is more than just minimalism. It's a design system that reacts, adapts, and connects, setting the stage for the next era of motion design. Good design doesn't shout, it whispers and still changes the way